Hey there, it's Andy at Parallax, and this is a quick getting started video clip for the Arduino IDE for Windows 10. Mac should be fairly similar. If you run into any hurdles installing on a Mac, please contact me by email before the distance learning session starts. Well, likewise for Windows. If you run into any hurdles, please drop me a line so we can get you set up before the session. Okay, so the first thing to do is download and install the software, and that's going to be at arduino.cc, not arduino.com, which your browser might offer you. arduino.cc/en for English /main/software. Okay, so here we are, and we'll be using the Arduino IDE if you have Windows or Mac. Older Windows options are here. This is the main one for Windows 10 and the main one for Mac. Okay, so following the Windows 10 link takes you to a donation page. You can go back later and donate if you like. I'm going to select just download. And then there's a get link that appears, and you're offered to open it in the Microsoft Store. And here we are at the Microsoft Store, and there's an install button. So you'll go ahead and pardon me, you'll go ahead and click the install button and follow the prompts. Now, in Windows 10, once you've completed the installation, it will offer to have you launch it. But let's take a quick look at how you might end up launching it after this time, after you've closed the Microsoft Store button and are back where you started, perhaps. Okay, so I'm moving the capture screen down to the Windows Start button. Mac has a similar thing, and when you click it, you can type in type in Arduino, and here is the Arduino IDE right here. When you click that, the Arduino IDE should start up with an empty sketch. Now, before typing in a test program, what we want to do is first plug in our Arduino module to the computer with USB. So once the connection is made, okay, I went ahead and plugged it in. There may not be anything visible happening as a result of that. But what should happen, if you've followed all the prompts during the installation, is that it will basically see your board, the Arduino Uno. Now, if it doesn't, make sure to click Tools, select Board, and then select Arduino Uno, and then go back and click Tools, point at Port, and then select your Arduino Uno from the list of serial ports. It should look very similar to this. If you have a Mac, the COM port wording will look slightly different. And if you're presented with a whole bunch of different port options and you're not sure which one, you can go ahead and unplug your Arduino, then re-look at the port list, and then plug it back in, and the one that reappears is going to be, or the one that disappeared and has now reappeared is going to be the one to select. So those two steps are very important for making sure that you can load programs, or pardon me, sketches that you write into the Arduino module. The next step is going to be to go to page 18 in the textbook that came with your kit. So here we are. This is page 18, and there's a 2-line test program that we'll go ahead and put in the setup function here in the Arduino IDE, and we'll talk about functions and whatnot during the distance learning session. At any rate, hand copying is always really useful because it allows you to think about the code. in more detail than if you had just opened a pre-written example. So I highly recommend copying this from the book. Print quotes, hello, exclamation point, end quotes, close parentheses, semicolon. So check several things. First of all, hello should be enclosed in double quotes. Make sure that serial is capitalized in these two spots. And then you also want to end with a semicolon. We can even make it look exactly like the book by putting that opening curly brace on a new line. Okay, so here we are. Next step is to check to make sure that your code is correct. You'll either get a, it's going to ask you to save the code, and we'll go to Documents, Arduino. Let's start right there. Okay, so now we've saved it, and it's saying compiling sketch. And now it's done compiling, and it gives you some information. Now, if you made a mistake, for example, leaving out a semicolon when you try to compile it, it will give you an error, and it will have some detail here. It's saying that it expected a semicolon before the term serial. And if you take a look, it's saying it expected a semicolon before serial, which is this line right here. And so we can re-add the semicolon and then get the success message. All right, so now it is ready to load into the Arduino. This is the button for loading it into the Arduino. And after you see the message done uploading, go ahead and open the serial monitor. And then there it is with hello. Let's try that one more time. I'll go ahead and close it. And when we open the serial monitor, it starts out blank, and then you see the hello message. So that is what I want to make sure that everybody has done before the session starts on Monday. So please make sure to do that and contact me if you run into any hurdles you can't get past along the way. Thanks, and see you then.